So unprofessional.
Hey, hi.
I can't see myself in the camera now. There's a big old
I can see it.
big
I can
old
see from
Dylan
this.
in the way.
I know. Dylan's sitting in the corner and watching us like a fucking cook. You're a cook, Dylan, and he's enjoying it. What is he? Oh, he's taking off his pants. He's taking off his pants. He's taking off his underwear.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. I've been waiting patiently to tell Morgan this, but I had to wait until I could tell you as well. I got an email this morning. I started my day very bad.
Yeah, she was crying him.
I was crying him. We had a Oddly team meeting, and it's like...
Because Jaden is on the Oddly team, by the way.
Right. It's a 1 to 10. How are you doing? And I was like, my day really started as a 2, because I woke up this morning to an email from Verizon that said, you're about to lose service in 24 hours. Your bill is $1,300.
Dude, Jaden's just finances one, but like all of her subscriptions and just like what she pays for. When she told me how much she was paying for just her phone, I was gobsmacked.
They're tricking me.
They're fully. You are the person that they're like, charge anything. She'll pay it. She won't look into it. You need someone to look into it.
I think I've also realized that I thought my phone bill was like $500, but I realized I've kind of been like a month behind.
$500 a month?
No. That's what I thought it was, which still doesn't make sense, even with my phone payment on it.
Yeah.
Not include and my phone bill, and then I also had Verizon Wi-Fi at the same time, which is like an extra $100 because these two men came to my door and like talked me into it. Dylan was there. I didn't know how to say no.
You got grifted.
I did. They came to my door and they talked to me for an hour. I'm just like 1 foot in. The cats are trying to escape, and they got me to do it. And I already had Wi-Fi.
So you're paying for two things?
Well, not anymore.
She was paying for Spectrum and Verizon at the same time for some reason.
So finally, I leave this apartment and I go to return my Wi-Fi, and I can't find the Verizon box anywhere. It had been for the last 2 months I've lived in this house. It's been sitting in that corner, and the day I go to return it, it's gone. It's nowhere to be found. I'm like, okay, maybe
they broke in your window in the middle of. They came down the chimney like Santa Claus, and they took your fucking Wi-Fi.
They took my Wi-Fi thing, and I'm just so confused. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's gonna be like $300 because I know that's what the Spectrum one costs if you don't return it. And now I'm doing the math of like, okay, if my phone bill is usually $500, and the $500, I think it's actually $250, and I think I've been 1 month behind. So I'm always paying what's overdue. So I never end up paying the full $500. If I did just do that one time, then my phone bill would be kind of normal. Like, still $250 is expensive, but it's like my phone payment too. And I think I'm paying like $100 something for my phone, like monthly, because I didn't buy it outright. And Dylan, can you turn the air on?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. The second we started this, I started sweating up.
Yeah, me too.
It's because of all the ideas of things for us to talk to you about today are just rushing through our body.
Anyways, so $1,300, right? Minus $500. That means the equipment that I couldn't find, they charged me $800 for.
You're right.
And I can't even log into my Verizon account to see what the like itemized bill is because they kept asking me a security question. Where did you meet your spouse? I don't have a spouse.
Oh my God.
So I got locked out of my account because I'm like trying to answer. I'm like, maybe it's because it's my dad's old account, like sort of my dad's old account. Mm-hmm. So I'm putting in the only actual answer. My parents met in Scottsdale, and nope. They were like, your account's locked. You have to get mailed something. And I don't even think that my billing address is correct on my, I'm like, so who's gonna get the mail? Oh my gosh.
You're a dream for their billing department.
Literally.
They're like, this girl doesn't know where she lives. She thinks she's married. She won't return her equipment. She doesn't know what card she put on file. She doesn't know the password to her account. And we're going to charge her $1 million, or we're going to threaten to shoot her with a gun.
And I'd let them because I'm so stressed out. And to make matters worse, before Dylan and I left for Tucson, because it was my nephew's birthday last week, the morning of, right, I had gone into the kitchen and making breakfast. The day started off incredible. I opened the dryer. I'm like, okay, the dryer's done. I forgot to close the laundry room door. a couple hours go by. I'm just getting ready, packing, and then the washer finishes. I'm like, oh, I'll just throw it in with the dry towels because it'll dry faster. That's how it works. An hour goes by, dryer's done, open the dryer, and I walk away, and I'm doing something in the kitchen. Stinkinum, it has a rose.
A green smoke is flying through the air like this.
And I'm like, oh, one of the cats must have pooped in the litter box because the litter box room is like near the kitchen. Gross, I know. We don't have another option. And
it's in Morgan's piano room.
It's where Morgan plays the piano. And I go to take the clothes out of the dryer to finish packing, and I'm like, you.
Whoa.
What the hell is that? There is brown and green smeared all over there, over the dryer. There's like couple pieces of poop like hanging out of the dryer. One big, like one piece of poop that had been tumbled. It turned into a perfect sphere. Like actually perfect ball. It looked like a moss ball. And immediately, like I just started like tearing up because I was like, there's no way. And I did all this research because I had to leave. I texted my roommate and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I believe it was Theo. I believe it was my cat because he's naughty, but also there's 4 cats here. Like who can be sure? But I left the door open, so that is my fault. And I was like, worst case scenario, I will buy a new dryer. Didn't think I would have to do that till I'm like 40, but as I'm doing research, it was like, you can professionally get the vent cleaned. It's a couple $100, blah, 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 blah. And then at that point, you're close enough to might as well get a new dryer so you don't have a biohazard every time you wash your clothes. Because it would be one thing if it was a washer. People put poop clothes in the washer, not the dryer. And our landlord came and looked at it, and sure enough, he was like, you gotta get a new dryer. So not only do I have a $1,300 phone bill, I have to pay $500 minimum for a dryer. Oh, and I haven't paid my car payment from last month, so $1,000 for my car. Guess how much I have?
$12.
$1 million. I'm safe.
We're rich, but here's the thing: we're rich in friendship and love and camaraderie.
I'm safe.
So at the end of the day, bank accounts are literally just made up fake numbers, and we can kind of pay things for things with friendship.
It's true. Dylan this morning, he has his box. He ordered matchas and like food, obviously. And I was like, what is it? And he goes, $1 million. I was like, God, I wish.
Yes, God. Yes. I think you deserve $1 million.
Oh, I know.
If someone gave me $1 million, I give it to you first because I know that at right now you need it, and then we can.
No, I've realized that I, in the recent years, have changed my mindset on money in a negative way, which I don't usually. I'm usually so delusional about my finances that I'm like, I always come into something great, right? I'm like, if I have $0 in the bank, I'm like, it's coming, even if there's no way it's coming, and then it comes. And because I love to find 6 different sources of income just in case. And my sisters, when I was home, they were like, I've never heard you talk this negatively about your like money. And that's probably why, because I do believe very much in the like law of attraction, and what you speak comes to fruition. So if I'm running around being like, I don't have any money, I'm not going to have any money. So no, we're safe. I'm good. I'm up, actually.
You are up, and
but
that's the reality.
The $3,000 hit I got this month.
No,
I'm having great luck. I'm having great luck.
I also woke up to an email this morning that did not make me happy, and it was from my credit card saying just my minimum balance I had to pay, and then my actual balance. The thing is, I hate having a credit card. I hate having any sort of money lingering over my head. So it's nothing like that at all. But whatever. I do understand your pain.
Whatever.
So my pain doesn't hurt as much as yours, but I just am smarter and I know what to do. No,
smart. It's funny because my dad's a financial advisor.
He's Dave. What is it? What are those fucking Dave Ramsey? My family, we went to that every Sunday after church. We went to Dave Ramsey fucking financial anxiety class. That's what it should have been called. Because seriously. Why am I 12 years old sitting in this class for 2 hours and this guy's telling me to save? At the time, he was saying $500. He was like, always have $500 in your bank account. Now with inflation, you need 10 bands.
10 bands, actually.
But
isn't it you're supposed to have 6 months of bills like saved up?
yeah, I'm like, in
How?
what world, Dave? Seriously, Dave, how are you? Oh, you're gonna do your fucking propaganda fucking shit? You're gonna? Oh, should I start a propaganda?
He has all the
masterclass?
money because he's taking it from everyone else.
Yeah,
like nobody
I hate when someone's like, buy my class on how to get rich when the way they're getting rich is someone buying their class.
Right.
Okay, I'll do that. Hey guys, join the Mr. and Misinformation financial class on our fucking Patreon, where we don't know what we're talking about. Well, once we get money, we'll teach you what we do with it. Seriously, because why was I sitting there and I'm just like, oh, so we've grown up. Me and my family have grown up so dirt poor. We're going to learn about how you are so poor right now, and this is the situation you're in. And if you don't get money quick, you're going to die. You're going to die. And
My dad loves him.
Save money that you have no means of getting.
Save money that you don't have. Like it's insane. I understand it, and it's smart, and having savings is good. But when you're living paycheck to paycheck, how are people supposed to do that?
No, yeah, that was like when I was living in Seattle, and I was as frugal as you possibly could be. I'm being so serious. I was as frugal as the furthest you could go. Frugality. My fucking apartment looked like it could have doubled as a psych ward. There was no decoration. There was sadness in the air. It was a basement in Seattle on Cap Hill, and I would have mass ordered fucking those chimichanga burritos and just like a juice.
You told that story about how you gave that guy like your last burrito.
I did. My Grindr Airbnb experience where me and him watched what was it? What's the fairy tale show? Once Upon a Time. We watched Once Upon a Time because he had nowhere to stay and he had no money, and me and him just shared my last burrito and the last of my orange juice, and we just fell asleep. And then I sent him.
That explains the type of guy you are.
I don't know if it is. I've been convincing myself I'm a bad person.
It's not true.
It's been freaking me out.
You're not. I'll play that.
My 12 minutes.
Your 12 minutes again. Your 12 minutes of what the hell is happening to my arm?
That could have been performative. You could have paid people to say all that. Like, you sent the script. No,
I made them pay me. Get rich quick.
Get rich. Yeah, I'm going to send all the tools to financial freedom.
If you send me $20 in a voice memo for Morgan's birthday.
Financial freedom is such a fucking conundrum. That is not true. The thing is, I say that because I have been on my hind legs financially my entire life and have been fighting and scrapping for my entire life, that the second I have a little bit of money, I got like a good tax return this last year, and it freaked me out because all of these things I was like, oh, I want to get this cute thing. I want to get this cute thing. I want to take care of this. I need to take care of this, like health wise or so on and so forth. And I got the money. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to look around and I'm going to get freaked out.
I'm going to throw it away. Because I have your shattered window.
I have a shattered window. God knows what's happening with me health wise. I am manufacturing a new disease every single fucking week. I'm being so serious. There's something wrong because I also was raised anti-vax. So I might bring back polio.
I had to get the vaccines that were like required for school because there wasn't really a way around that. But
that's another reason I couldn't go to school, because I had to get vaccinated, and they were letting people at public school know what gay people were. And I was like, hey, you live with one. Hey, a secret is amongst you.
Surprise. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever gotten a flu shot in my life. I was the only one, I think I've talked about this before, I was the only one in my family who got a COVID vaccination, and then all of my family got COVID during Christmas except for me, and they were like, oh. It's like, well, yeah. I was sharing out of the same cups as them and everything, and they're like, well, maybe you. And I was like, no, because I got vaccinated. I also
That's liberal shit.
I had to leave the country. I didn't really have a choice on whether or not. I mean, I obviously would have either way, but I had to.
You had to. Yeah. I think that everyone should get vaccinated. Anyway.
I think flu shots are
I've never
not something that I would do because I don't ever get the flu.
I think this last year I definitely should have gotten a flu vaccine because there was something I got that was really, really bad and I was down and out for the count. It was definitely the freaking flu, I think. So recently I have been getting noticed more often, and I think there's a couple doppelgangers of me because these accusations of who I am in these spaces have been interesting. So I'm at the gym the other day, and I'm wearing a slutty little tank top, short shorts, and I roll them over again because 5-inch inseam is way too long. I need like a 3-inch inseam. Come on. And I am sitting there working out, and this guy next to me, like this 50-year-old man, sits next to me and he goes, "You're that guy. You're that guy from that video." Oh, I'll get back to that. I was just in a Demi Lovato music video. Me and Madison went.
Say it.
I can say it. There's a really funny photo of me and Demi, but I cannot post it because nothing can be posted that she hasn't posted. So that's just
it's for the archives.
That's just for me to look at on my phone and maybe print out for the shits and giggles of it, because it is a really funny photo. I look really good. That's the annoying thing. I look incredible in this photo, and I would love to just throw it up for the gag.
You're like, Demi, can you just post it?
Demi, seriously, like we look. Hey, Demi girl, can you post this photo of us? I love it.
Demi girl.
So me and Madison went and did that. That's what we were doing when we were talking about going and doing a music video super late. So that had released, and I was like, I was in that video for 2 seconds. I don't know what other video he could be referring to that I was in.
This.
I was like, I also don't think this 50-year-old man is like a Demi Lovato stan and listened to that song and then saw me for 2 seconds. I was like, "You're the guy that was blurry in the background for 2 seconds." So I was like, "Oh, like what video?" He was like, "You were on the plane." I was like, "I'm not rich enough to go on a plane anytime soon, buddy." And he was like, "No, you were like fighting with people." I was like, "Okay, so I'm broke and can't get on a plane, and 2, I'm not
confrontational.
I'm not confrontational. So what else was I doing?" And he was like, "Yeah, you were fighting because you were wearing like a MAGA hat." He was like, "You were like the Republican guy that was wearing the MAGA hat and fighting with people on the plane."
That sounds just like you.
I was like, "Oh," I literally was just like, I was like, that's as far off as you could be of who I am. I'm like, look at me showing like my fucking V-line and my little tiny shorts,
your little slutty outfit,
having 6 piercings on my face, and I'm like, I don't even know where you could get a MAGA hat. I don't even know how you could get on a plane. I don't even know how to be aggressive. So no, sir, I was not the man in the fucking video. And then another time this was like a day later or so, I went to a gay pool party, which also, gay pool parties freak the fuck out of me. That is like a nightmare space for me, because I am not like, it just like freaks me out. Like I don't understand. I don't know how to convey the emotion I feel while being at a gay pool party, but it just feels like I am a piece of meat that is like slowly cooking in the sun, and then someone's going to come and like literally cook me. They're going to stick a fork in me and cut me open. And I don't like that feeling, and it freaks me out. Really? You couldn't hold it? You're just she's so nonchalant about the podcast now.
Whatever.
So I am there, and then this guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Oh my God, I followed you for so long. Like, it's so crazy meeting you right now." And I was like, "Oh, like, hi." Like, he was like, your name's like Stixie, right?" No. What are you talking about? And he was like, "Yeah, like you do like the outfits of you always did like the outfits of the day." And he was like, "And you moved here from somewhere?" I was like, "Wow, this is specific." But I was like, possibly. He was like, "No, it's definitely," because I literally said, I was like, "I think you might have the wrong person. Like, right. I don't know if I'm the person you're looking for." And he was like, "No, like it's definitely you." And I was like,
like, I've never posted an outfit of the day ever in my
I've
life.
never worn an outfit. I've never looked good online. I've never posted on TikTok.
Adam.
Adam who?
From Eve. Adam with Eve.
You're Adam from Eve, the Bible story.
Adam who? I don't know.
The naked one that wanted his bitch to not eat the apple. That one. So I was just like really confused, and then yesterday I had a day with my straight friends, and I went to the gym. I took them all to the gym, and I put them through my leg day, which we got to 30% of it, and they all looked like they were going to pass out. And I also had to call it short because I tried to improvise and give us a cute little ass workout to do. And I did it to show them, and then my sciatica flared up, and I could barely walk, and I was like, It's so embarrassing to be like, your friends think that you're the guy to look towards.
And then you go,
for,
oh,
for
ow.
ow, 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 help. No, like your friends are looking for you for advice for like working out, and then you do something and fucking injure yourself like a loser. So
you're going to get extra twink now that you can't work out.
Well, I can work out now. I stretched so much last night, and yesterday I literally was rolling my shit out. I was using a muscle gun all over my freaking body.
I helped you, remember?
You were rolling something out, sweetie. And I genuinely could not go to bed last night I was like hobbling to bed, because when my sciatica flares up, it's my whole entire right side of my body. My right hamstring like coils up and feels like it can snap at any moment. But luckily, I'm not feeling like that today, so I'm back on top of the world. Anyways, I was with Austin. He was in my birthday episode. He's the model, and I was joking around the whole entire day that me and him had the same waist size because I knew it would piss him off. And I was like, yeah, like, guys, did you know me and Austin have the same waist size? And he was like, no, we don't. And I was like,
no, we don't, fatty.
We do. I was like, no, Austin, we seriously have the same waist size. We're going to get booked for the same modeling gig soon. And then he went to his room and grabbed a measuring tape and was like, pull up your shirt. He's
fat phobic. Cancel him.
He literally does not want me to have the same waist size as him. So his was 2 inches smaller than mine. And I was like, whatever, boy, like whatever. But I kept making that joke all day that we had the same waist size, and he was getting annoyed. And then we went to Trader Joe's because we were making like individual pizzas and having a cute little friend time. And we were at Trader Joe's, and I went to go grab something, and this guy like stopped me. He was like, you're really like handsome. Like, have you ever modeled? And I was like, no. He was like, you have an interesting look like Grecian or Italian. And I was like, don't know what that means. And then he was like, I shoot like old timey Hollywood photos. Like, would you be interested in shooting with me sometime? And I was like, I'm going to get your number. I'm going to put it in wrong, and I'm going to show you that I texted you, and I'm going to walk away. Because he showed me his photos. They were really fucking bad. But I thought it was so funny that I was making jokes all day that I was a model, and that I was like wanted in that space because I knew it would piss Austin off. And then I literally, like, he witnessed for himself someone being like,
the universe was on your side.
It was against him though. He was getting annoyed with me, and I was like, Don't be obstinate.
I am tonight 28 days sober. How fucking insane is that for a girl like me?
I know, an alcohol. How insane is that for an alcoholic? I don't think you're an alcoholic.
I think I have alcoholism.
You have tendencies of liking alcohol a lot.
A lot. Yeah, I think that I'm just gonna keep doing it until something really special happens, and I'm like, maybe I should have a glass of champagne.
No, guys, I say it every episode, but truly, like, Jaden is like, she's rocking this shit.
I am rocking it.
She's doing it in ways like unforeseen by my eyes.
When I showed Stixie and Madison last night my little sober app, and it said 27 days, and they both were like, oh my God. Like, I think people are forgetting that I'm like still doing it.
Yeah.
So when I'm in,
because you're still normal and out and having fun with your friends.
I'm having more fun now than I ever have.
No, that's so true. There was a time specifically that I went out with all my friends to General Lee in Chinatown, and I did not have a single sip of alcohol the whole entire time, but we all just danced for 4 hours, and I had the best time. And I was like, whoa, I didn't have to do anything.
I just love not being nauseous and like feeling like overly tired, because I'm already a very chronically tired person. Something's wrong with me, but I don't know. I feel like my stamina's up, and especially because I've actually been like moving my body and working out. I'm getting a replacement walking pad in the mail today. I'm up.
What happened to the other one?
I lost the remote, so they sent me an entire new thing. I was like, wow, this is
just
bad.
send the remote.
They didn't have it.
Oh, they lost it too?
I think that, they didn't want to give me one remote instead of, because then they would have been one off. I'm like, make a new one.
No, literally. Like, you're the freaking factory.
Literally.
No, Jaden is on top of her, walking around, reading books, not drinking alcohol. This last week we had Ivy's birthday and Paris's birthday.
Presley's birthday.
And Presley's birthday. Yeah. I went to Ivy's. Jaden didn't come because that was also the eve of
Birth of my child.
Where you made that crown. That crown was so fucking cute.
He had it on.
Presley is a 30-year-old man, though. I'm convinced.
He had it on for 5 seconds. He took it off.
He's way too cognitive. There's way too much life in those eyes. He looks like he's worked a 9 to 5 for at least 5 years, and he's just trying to get through the day.
That is the fly that just flew in front of the camera. That is the vibe you may get from like a photo, but I promise you, when you're with him, he's such a baby. He just is constantly screaming. Like because he can only say like 3 words and barely. Like you really have to. But now he's doing this thing where if you growl at him, he'll growl back.
Oh my God. Presley's a freaking furry.
And he goes.
Presley's a furry?
Yeah.
I guess it is genetic. Guys, you can't choose.
I can't wait to have him on the podcast.
He can swing by. Presley can swing by.
The whole episode, he's just like.
Woo. Have you seen that TikTok of that kid who's like probably 7 or 8 and
Miles?
he's in a diaper and they put like they stuck something in the ceiling and then they like it's like a swing in the middle of their living room and he's just like sitting in there and he's just like swinging around. But that looks like a vibe and I kind of want you to put that in your living room because I would like to do that while we're watching a show.
Me
swing
too.
around the room. That baby is very cute. He can swing by and say hello for a second. If he can even say hello, come on.
It's okay. This will be a 10-year running podcast, and one day when he's when he's old enough.
No, we're gonna be like Regis and Kelly, and we're gonna have a talk show, and he can walk on out on his 2 feet.
On his 2 feet.
On his 2 feet. So yeah, went to Ivy's. That was fun.
So if anyone's been to Petite Hermitage,
I didn't go there.
Oh.
I was working because
Where
I
were
still
you?
have a job. I still have a job, everyone. Unbeknownst to you, Morgan is still clocking into a job.
Well, anyways, this is the 2nd annual Petite Ivy birthday. And last summer, it was a slut summer. Petite is the slut hotel. And apparently it was repeated. But I wasn't there to do it. And now I'm wifed up.
I know. I've never experienced the slut hotel.
Slut hotel. Anyways.
Yeah, so we went to this little, it's called Covell. It's this wine bar in Silver Lake. That was cute. And we danced around and everyone was yelling and drinking wine. And I'm like, guys, a glass of wine being $16 a piece every single time, that is not good. I literally have to drink probably $120 worth of wine at that cost to like get a sweet little buzz going on.
You're gonna just bring a bottle.
If I start going around with a flask,
BYOB.
I need to do the 30 days. If I bring a flask somewhere,
Ivy.
Good for her. Yeah, so that was cute. Everyone say happy birthday, Ivy, in the comments.
Happy birthday, Ivy.
And then Jaden came back and surprised Paris for her birthday. Paris had a Cirque du Soleil themed birthday party
Extravaganza.
that you've probably seen on of us all posting it. And that was actually so fun. I wore a wrestling outfit and to make sure my arms were big and ablazing, I did a bunch.
You looked sexy. You felt naked on me. When he hugged me, I felt his penis in my belly button. I kept telling everyone that night.
Don't tell people my penis was in your belly button.
There was so many people there that I hadn't seen in ages. It was like such a interesting group of people. It felt like a high school reunion. And
it did. I loved it.
It was great. It was so
reason.
much fun, and 90% of people were dressed to impress. But hate to say it, hate to make everyone else feel bad, but Dylan and I's gnome outfits were
a hit. They were. And also, so when I get drunk, no one can tell I'm drunk. Everyone.
I could at the end there.
Well, yeah, because Cece posted a photo of me and her, and she's fully in my arms crying. I was like, when was that taken? She was like, Morgan, we walked out together and we took that. And I was like,
he was like, I don't remember you leaving. I didn't see you left. And she goes, you were the last person I saw before I left. And you were like, don't go.
And she was literally, she's like, Morgan, I'm crying. And I was like, I don't know who you hugged. I don't know what the name of the man is in that photo holding you while you cry. That is not me. But when I am drunk, I have this real strong urge to just pick up people. I picked up so many people because I was wearing my strongman outfit. So it was kind of on theme to have someone in the air whenever I'm around. And I didn't even fully realize that I picked up Jaden. The last photos we took, the first photo and the first photo on my Instagram post, do not remember that being taken. And the thing is, I didn't black out because I remember going home and getting $40 worth of Jack in the Box and watching Portlandia, because everyone was like, oh, everyone always says, I can't tell when Morgan's drunk. If someone is in the air, Morgan is drunk. That is how you know. That's the rubric to follow.
Someone starts flying.
If you're at a party and someone goes through the air, Morgan is drunk.
That was a night. There's been like 3 or 4 times in this 28 days that I've like had a urge to drink, and it's all been like, especially in the beginning when the first thing I did when I decided I was going to be sober, I had a platter of alcohol being whiffed under my nose.
And then 4 days later was my birthday.
Right, exactly. And of course I want to drink on Morgan's birthday. But yeah, it's just like when I'm out for a second while everyone's kind of getting drunk and taking shots and woo, social. I'm like, damn, I wish I could. But then I go home and I am not drunk. I can wash my face without a problem. I wake up
without hitting Lean City, Lean and Rock Back and Forth City.
I wake up in the morning. I'm not hungover because my hangovers are horrible and they last 3 days. And I wake up at 7 a.m. and I go on my walk, and I walk for 2 hours in my neighborhood, and I'm just
happy. No, I think that was probably a coming to Jesus moment for me, because
you had 15 drinks.
Yeah, I had 4 shots before I left my house. And then I had, I think, 3 or 4 regular drinks at this open bar at Paris's birthday. And then my last 3...
It was also frat vodka.
It was like...
Plastic.
Yeah, it
bottle.
was bottom of the barrel. The last few drinks, I think 3 drinks, I was like, make it a double. I don't have enough yet. Make it a double. And the people that went flying in the air after those 3 doubles... It was crazy. Anywhere you went, it was just like, doom, person there, doom, person there, doom, person there.
I've always been the one.
It was reverse whack-a-mole.
I've always been the one that has like, you know, like alcohol breath or is just the drunk one, you know? What do you... What?
And then it was Morgan with his stinky alcohol breath and weird energy.
I'm always drunk, so no, like I'm usually drunk when we're going out or we're in a car in an Uber. So like I can't smell anyone else's alcohol, and then because it's coming out of my mouth, and Dylan and I picked up Morgan and we're driving for like 3 seconds, and I'm like, whew, like the car was just reeked. I was like, oh, and you guys were just talking. And I was like, damn, is that how it like always is? Because Dylan's like always a DD.
Hey, that would have been nice to know. Hey, Morgan, you reek of alcohol. You look like you took a vodka shower. I might as well have, to be honest.
And Dylan was like, yeah, like it's always like, he's like, but vodka's like the worst one. But
yeah.
Did you have tequila or vodka?
I only had vodka because all I had at my house was just a little bottle. Because I never have alcohol in my house because I don't drink like that. And I don't care to drink when I'm just at home.
Whatever.
But I just randomly had a little bottle of Tito's, and I was like, okay, I want to have a little buzz when I go. So I took 4 shots. I did 70 push-ups. And then you guys came, and I was like, yow, let's hit the road. I was like, how was the drive? Big plumes of green smoke leaving my mouth. The windows are cracking and fogging up. Sorry, guys, I reeked of alcohol all night, I guess. I didn't realize. But no, I literally had so much fun. But when I got home, Jaden and Dylan took me home. Thank the freaking God. At the end of the night. And when I got in, I ordered so much Jack in the Box. I was so hungry. But I was like laying on my couch, like laying my head back. And it felt like someone had 2 bowling balls and they were like rolling on top of each other. And they're just going, I was vibrating at a level that like, I'm pretty sure the air around me was rippling. And I was probably traversing to multiple dimensions unbeknownst to me because I was so fucking drunk. And then I go to bed. Luckily, I had texted a girl.
A girl?
A girl.
Your booty called a girl?
Yeah, the new girl at my work and said, "Hey,
Help.
there's no means of me coming in at 9:30. Can I come in at 1 and you take my shift, please God?" And thank God she did it. I wake up the next day, unbeknownst to me, starting the longest day of my life, where I start in Hollywood, go to Echo Park, go back to Hollywood, go to Echo Park, go to Glendale, go back to Hollywood, all within the day. Hungover, I go and get breakfast. I go to the Silver Lake Flea and I buy a cute shirt. And then I go back to work from 1 to 5. And then at that point, Jaden and Paris and everyone were like at Paris's.
Sitting, having parallel play in different spots of the house.
Yeah, so I go expecting like everyone excited to see their freaking friend who is texting everyone, "Oh, no one move. I'm excited to see everyone." I walk. First off, I'm banging on the door for 2 minutes.
No, you weren't. You were doing some freaky shit. We didn't know who was at the door.
I was just like pushing on it. I was just pushing on the boom.
We had ordered, yeah, because they live in a castle and they have this giant like bronze door.
I was literally
It's
right.
And I was like, I think that it's either Morgan or Dylan, but we had also ordered food, so we're like, what if on the far off chance that the Uber driver's trying to get in the house.
I was at the door with a trebuchet and I was knocking it down.
Paris was scared to open the door. You had a ram's head. Doosh.
Doom.
Doosh.
Doom. I had a Trojan horse.
But yeah, you weren't knocking. He didn't knock or ring the doorbell. It was just like.
No, if I'm at a door, I'm gonna go ding, 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 bang, 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 boom, 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 ding, 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 bang, bang.
No, but you didn't boom, 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 or bang, 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 or ding, ding, ding. You just.
I was the lighter. I was like, and that was like, boom,
yeah, but
boom,
it's
boom,
bronze.
boom.
You can't hear it.
Literally. Okay. But so I walk through the fucking door. Everyone has a laptop. Everyone is sitting there on their laptop. No one even acknowledged me. I'm like, "Hey, I'm having the longest day ever and I'm still coming to hang out with my friends." And everyone's like, Ivy's editing, Paris is playing on her phone, Nick is editing, Madison is answering emails. Jaden says she's working. I walk in, I'm like, "Whoa, everyone's doing something." She's like, "Morgan, we're all working." Like, and I'm like, "Okay."
He comes over to hit my vape.
Yeah, so I go over and she's on fucking Cool Math Games. I was like, "Oh, you wanted to feel like you were doing something so fucking bad. You had to get on Cool Math Games."
I'm working. Don't bother me. I was doing. I was single playing a 2-player Fireboy and Water Girl.
You didn't. I thought you were gonna invite me to play with you, but you didn't.
Is that what you meant when you were like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to play with 2 people?
I did. I said.
I can do it by myself.
I was like, "Whoa, I'm so unwanted in this space." Anyways, Jaden left. She made up a lie and left.
It's true.
And then I
went home and made mom's peach cobbler.
Mom's peach cobbler. And then me, Madison, Ivy, Nick, and Adam all got in Madison's car, and we went and looked at this place that Madison is trying to rent out. And we all stood in front of it and held hands in the sunset and talked like we had visited there 100 times as manifestation. I was saying like, "Oh, I hate coming down this driveway all the time, but to see my friend Maddie who lives there,
It's worth it.
It's worth it." And we were all acting like we could hear Madison's laugh coming from up the hill. And I think that's gonna work. I think we might have manifested it for her.
I mean, that's how you have to do it. You have to. I read this actually. I will read some of these at some point. I've been really into Substack recently.
I love Substack.
I've been loving Substack because I've been trying to not be on my phone. Because I mean, both of my jobs are on my phone, and that's not good for your brain and your soul and your body. So I've been trying not to be on my phone a lot, and that's why I've been Miss Craft, Miss Martha Stoonert.
Mm-hmm.
But
Rachel Gay.
But I've been reading a lot of Substacks, just random ones, and it's kind of like Twitter, but like really nice.
Yeah,
because there's like a little feed
thought.
of
there's like full on, well thought out sentences,
good grammar, and one of the Substacks that I wrote, it was like quotes that changed my life or something like that, and there's some of them that I feel like I should read.
My ex situationship has a Substack, and I know I'm populating some of it.
Wait, I have to find it. Hold your thought.
Not his.
No.
Hey, we don't have to
hold your thought.
I love Substack. One of the last ones, I was literally just getting my regular testing done. Guys, get your regular testing done. It was about basically practices on how to decenter social media and like your phone, which I really feel the need to do, because the thing is, I don't even like being on TikTok. I don't even like doing all that shit, but I just am like bored. So I'm just like, sure, I'll scroll for 2 hours and retain absolutely nothing. Like I could not tell you a TikTok that I watched today, but I've probably seen 100.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's like quite literally brain rotting. And I know that word is so overused, but it's real and it's very true. And our attention spans are so bad. That's why I'm trying to start posting on YouTube more, because it's something that I enjoy doing, just the filming and the editing and everything. But also it's good for us to consume longer forms of media instead of 15-second videos where not enough 2x. Dump your matcha and have a cigarette, bitch. So true. That was actually a really good one as well. She was talking about how she was in Europe and she's just like watching all of these people who in like blue zones who live longer, and just that they're drinking wine and smoking cigarettes and they're getting their workouts from just like walking down on the beach. And I'm like, yeah, but that's also because, hey, they live in Italy, you know?
Yeah. When I went to Paris, just the culture shock of community there was like, whoa, like it is 2 p.m. on a weekday and they're just having their 3-hour lunch. They're going to a park with friends. They're smoking a cigarette and they're having a little coffee and enjoying like how much community they have. I feel like in America, it's like a planned event to go and see someone
and
like
have a break
and like sit down. Like you have to plan out or else you're going to fall behind and the rat race will have beat you. You will have been trampled by the other rats.
The fact that there's in most places outside of America, the not only like paid vacation, like mandatory time off and maternity leave, paternity leave, also like having lunch breaks, like everything's closed at this time because everyone needs a fucking second.
Yeah
I
would love that. I would love to take my brain out and scrub it for 30 minutes. That would be really freaking nice.
Why can't I find this? I thought I saved it.
Anyways, while Jaden looks for that, so to finish off my longest day ever, someone texted me and was like, hey, I got you a ticket to a movie tonight with some of my friends. You should come. And I was like, I really should do that. So I did that. And I went and saw the Fantastic Four at the Americana,
so
at the
good.
Brand.
Did you not like it?
So I did. I think it was fun. I think the colors, like the way they shot it and edited
it was so retro.
Yeah, it was like good in like it was like fun, colorful, like that. But it's kind of hard when you make a Fantastic Four movie and you don't immediately in your mind think of not the original Fantastic Four, but the hot, sexy Fantastic Four that came out in the 2000s
with Chris Evans and
what's her name?
Oh, Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Dude, they were just like so hot and mogging literally every single time.
I mean, no, the cast was still like very beautiful. It was just a different but I think it worked for what it was because it was a I don't know, they kind of all looked like they could have been in that like 1960s like time. Earth number 834. Okay, I found it. It says sentences that have altered my perception. Some of them not so much, but it was just she's going on about like quotes that stuck with her, and she's like, I don't know where they're from, so if you know where they're from, let me know. But just some of these are a little gay.
So we don't get comments about dance cred.
DC.
Dance cred.
In one of them specifically, I've heard before, and I really need to keep reminding myself of, but this one, the version of you that you dream of becoming is already within you, waiting for permission to exist. And it's really true. Like, you wouldn't be able to like dream up all of these things if you didn't have the capability to do them. It will be okay, but it'll be different. That's a good one.
That is a really good one.
That's a good one.
Wait, that one's gonna stick with me.
Right? Everything is neutral until you give it meaning. If you weren't capable, you wouldn't have the desire. It's another one on that same little boat. Your perception is your reality. You don't see things as they are. You see things as you are.
Wow. Projection.
Follow your plan, not your mood. Damn. That's
I need to do that one.
That's good.
I wait for my body to feel 100% before I take any steps.
You're not stuck. You are simply committed to a pattern that no longer serves you. T.
No, is that why I'm still a barista?
You're committed. You're committed to
No.
being a barista.
No.
No amount of regret is going to change your past, and no amount of overthinking is going to influence your future. All this overthinking and the outcomes are still the same. It's like, damn. Like, that's so true.
They're putting our metaphorical panties to the side and giving us the business.
I said this to Stixie. This one right here. What you allow is what will continue. What you're not changing, you're choosing. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. That's one of those ones.
Yeah. I do
Keep your crown up, princess.
I do that so much. I'm always on fire.
You can't compete where you're not considered. Ooh, shit.
You're a flop. You're chopped. Girl, you're not the onion, you're chopped.
Your life will be wonderful because you are wonderful. Your life will be full of love because you are full of love. You are not the absence of the things, but the presence. If you wouldn't ask it, this one's so stupid, but like true. If you wouldn't ask a snake why it bit you, why would you ask a person why they betrayed you? Kind of gay, but really true. Why'd you do that to me?
Just girly things.
Seriously. Work hard in silence and let success be your noise.
Oh, when you all hear coins, watch out when Morgan's walking around and you hear a bunch of freaking coins in my pocket.
Hurt people.
A girl told me that after she cheated on me. We weren't really together, but it was
what
a girl from my yeah, it was like a girl from my childhood. We were like seeing each other.
That's just crazy
when I was like
coming
16,
out of your mouth.
I know, I was figuring it out, and she was in town, and then she made out with someone else, and I found out, and I was like heartbroken. I was like, what the fuck? She was just like, Morgan, hurt people. I'm sorry.
I think that's a song. Was it fun or were you the fun? Hey, yo! So true. Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. It's either going to be a good time or a good story. Do it all.
Yeah.
It goes from something being like quite like mind altering to
drink. Have a drink.
If it doesn't evolve you, don't let it involve you. Okay, blah 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 blah. Now the rest of them kind of get bad. It's better to admit that you walked through the wrong door rather than living the rest of your life in the wrong room. I actually really like that as well. Your life stops being your own once you care what everyone else thinks. The day you stop seeking validation is the day you become truly free. There's also one article that I kind of peeked over when I first got Substack, and I finally actually read it. Her Substack is Fairy Tales by Caroline, and the title of it is Between Plath and Didion, the most important lessons I learned in my 20s. And I love the Sylvia Plath quote, the fig tree. Like,
what the hell would you call me? Wait,
what?
One more time?
And, like, I absolutely love that quote because it's really true. The options, which is a great thing to have, to be so paralyzed by decision because there's so many things that you want to do. But it does come to a point where it's like, especially like I have such bad ADHD, when there's so many things that I want to do, it's just like, I'll just do nothing instead. But she goes on to say, I'll just read a little excerpt from this. This is turning into a reading. I read The Bell Jar by Sylvia.
Snuggle in, everyone. Light up, put out your candelabra and drink your warm milk. Jaden's going to speak words into your sleep.
I read The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath at the beginning of my 20s. I instantly connected with Esther's ambition and angst. There was one quote in particular that I felt perfectly encapsulated how I was feeling at the end of my college years, about to enter the working world. I will read the quote because maybe some of you haven't heard it. I saw my life branching out before me like the green fig tree in the story. From the tip of every branch,
What'd you call me?
like a fat purple fig.
Now I'm purple? A fat purple.
Barney.
No, literally Barney. He is. That diva.
Okay. A wonderful future beckoned and winked. One fig was a husband and a happy home and children. Another fig was a famous poet, and another fig was a brilliant professor. And another fig was E.G., the amazing editor, and another fig was Europe and Africa and South America. And the other fig was Constantine and Socrates and Attila and a pack of other lovers with queer names and offbeat professions. Another fig was an Olympic lady crew champion, and beyond and above these figs were many more figs I couldn't quite make out. I saw myself sitting in the crotch of this fig tree, starving to death, just because I couldn't make up my mind which of the figs I would choose. I wanted each and every one of them, but choosing one meant losing all the rest. And as I sat there, unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black, and one by one they plopped to the ground at my feet. Then last week this is now her speaking again. Then last week, on the metaphorical eve of my 30th birthday, and almost a full decade after reading The Bell Jar, I began reading Slouching Towards Bethlehem by Joan Didion. I found in its pages a quite equally as striking and true about being poised at the starting line of your adult life. Nothing was irrevocable. Everything was within reach. Just around every corner lay something curious and interesting, something I'd never before seen or done or known about. I could go to a party and meet someone who called himself Mr. Emotional Appeal and ran the Emotional Appeal Institute, or Tina Onassis Blandford, or a Florida cracker who was then a regular on what he called the Big C, the Southampton El Morocco Circuit, blah, 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 blah. Or the window of the Celery King of the Harlem Market, or a piano salesman from blah, 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 blah. This is me making this up because it's not that important. I could make promises to myself and to other people, and there would be all the time in the world to keep them. I could stay up all night and make mistakes, and none of it would count. Okay, now we're getting to the point where all this matters. Despite each quote's resonance, they offer two divergent pictures of life as a 20-something woman. Each speaker recognizes that this stage as an adult is a singular and precious, ripe with possibilities and potential. Ripe with possibilities and potentials, but their approach to the ripeness is so different. Esther's attitude is characterized by fear and Didion's by flippancy. They sit on two opposite ends of the spectrum. Esther believes she must choose one path forward and that choosing one path means losing all the rest. Didion believes all choices she makes at this point in her life are revocable. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
And that none of it would count. Neither mindset is effective. Plas is paralyzing, applying a pressure and permanence that is almost sure to negatively impact decision-making. Didion's is dismissive, a point which she makes later in her essay, admitting that at the end of her 20s, she realized some things are in fact irrevocable and that it had counted after all. Every evasion and every procrastination, every mistake, every word, all of it. In terms of the spectrum, at the beginning of my 20s, I was a Plath. I thought whatever career I had to choose had to be the career. I didn't want to waste time. I needed to make the choice right now, or be consigned to a life of mediocrity. I had friends that were Didions, and I envied them, their free-spiritedness, but I also thought their approach was dead wrong. She just goes on to say that both of them are wrong, but both of them are also true, and that you shouldn't be like, nothing matters, but also you can change. You can get a new career.
I can change.
She's like 30 years old now, and in the beginning of her career, she was a teacher, and that didn't end up being fulfilling enough. And then she was a writer she was a journalist, and that didn't end up working out. And now she's 30 and writing and happy, and that it didn't matter. She learned from it all, but she did make mistakes, and they did count. And it was a great read.
My barista plum must be fucking juicy and fucking squirting juice and fill because I keep choosing that shit. Like, no, I do get that because the amount of times I've had the options in front of me and I get so freaked out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, actually, I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch this turn rotten. But
you said it last time, like, it is kind of like success. It sounds so dumb, but like it can be scary to succeed. But that's also, I think with me, I have this a lot. Like, my dream is to be an actress, but I avoid it at all costs because I care so much about it. And the failing at that is my nightmare because it is like the most important thing to me. It's so dumb.
But you really can only do things if you fail. Like, you have to fail.
You have to. And also, I'm not going to get it either way if I'm just like sitting doing nothing.
You're like, I want this. You're sitting, yelling into the room, give it to me, give it to me.
I thought that was a good read, and that's the kind of media I've been trying to consume recently.
Thought-provoking,
and just...
And boy, are you a thought.
I am. And just applying to my current life instead of looking at... I've been doing a lot of... Prior to this, scrolling on social media, just being filled with green envy and being like, damn, like I'm not feeling good about myself. And so instead I took the other path, and I said, okay, I'm actually going to read stuff about people who are in the same boat as I am and who got out of it, who are on the other side of it, and take it from them instead of the picture perfect social media accounts of people that I envy.
And that's good, and that's healthy.
If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. That was also on the list.
I think it's so important hearing different perspectives, different ways of life, because there's so much out there. There's literally so many different walks of life and different perspectives and opinions and like circumstances that you grow so much as a person when you sit there and you are friends with people who they live a life that you couldn't even conceptualize because of how you were brought up. And I think it's so important in life to do things like that, where you read things from other perspectives that really put your own life at, like, you can think about your own life in a different way and like move in a different way and like follow a different trajectory, because you can see a little bit of yourself in something, or something can resonate. What the hell am I talking about? But
it's the year of realizing
things.
No, it's important because also I feel like I've met so many people that have careers that I also didn't even know were an option. Like when you widen your horizon and your community,
yeah,
you open yourself up to things that you didn't even know existed.
Yes. Literally that.
Should we media?
Well, I'm swinging back to the Fantastic Four. That is Renesmee's fucking cousin.
The baby?
What is going on with CGI in 2025?
It's because they had to put it with big goblin, big monster. They didn't want to put a big baby with the real big goblin.
Oh, the big giant goblin they brought to New York City and had trashing the town.
You know what Claire said to me at her birthday? She goes, Oliver would never give my baby to Galactus. So I was like, yeah, for sure.
For sure. The fact that CGI looks like actual dog shit, and like we have digressed so much as an editing community because no one wants to pay animators any single dollar, is really annoying, because that baby, that was literally Renesmee's cousin from Twilight, because it genuinely looked like funky, and the way they were making that baby move was freaking me out, and I didn't like it.
It was Renesmee's cousin. It was freaky as hell.
I did think the movie was interesting. I did like that it was like I feel like Marvel movies are so dog shit now, specifically because they've saturated their own community. You know, they've created a whole entire scene, and then they put out 20 to 30 movies, and they say, keep coming back for more. We have a show, we have a TV show, we have a movie, we have 3 more movies.
I liked WandaVision a lot.
I'm not watching that. But they've saturated their own market. They've really ruined it for themselves, because I used to watch like the Iron Man and Thor, and I liked them, and I was also a child. But then
the first Hulk, not the really old one,
yeah,
but like the one with it's like a 2004. No.
Oh yeah, that. I did like
so
that
good.
one. But then they just ruined it for themselves, because they're like, we're going to release our plan for every movie. We're giving Hawkeye a movie. We're giving Black Widow a movie. We're giving a guy that that was out moving the carts in a supermarket that one time in that one Marvel movie. He's getting a movie. We're going to hear his backstory. It's like, and they're all lost all their depth because they're putting out so fucking many that they just lost their value. And I don't care.
It's a money grab. And see, I'm a huge Marvel fan, like in a stupid way. It was how I bonded with my father growing up. We would movies in general, but specifically Marvel.
That sounds nice.
Good for you, bitch. Specifically Marvel. I don't think Dylan turned the air on.
I don't think he did either.
Specifically Marvel, and I've kind of fallen off recently, but because of that reason exactly. Like I've seen all of them up until probably 2023, but then recently it's been like show, spin-off, show.
Yeah.
And I it sucks because I do want to be completely in the loop, so I feel a little left out. I get some FOMO when I don't watch it, but I don't really want to watch all of it.
Because there's
so
I get it.
much.
There's so many comic books where you can make a movie from. But I'm like, you don't have to do that. If we made a movie for every single book ever, what are we gonna watch? You know, it's all gonna be dog shit.
I know everyone hated Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us, but I think I did read Regretting You. I there was a phase where I read all the Colleen Hoover books. I'm actually excited for Verity though, because it's Devil Wears Prada. What's her name?
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway. It's her, and I don't know who the other person is, but the Regretting You cast is also good. It's the guy who just played in How to Train Your Dragon, McKenna Grace, who's in everything, and I adore her. Dave Franco.
I love Dave Franco.
I really want to see Together.
I don't like horror movies, but I love her and I love
Apparently
him.
it's not that scary.
Because I watched Community and I loved her in Community. She's such a silly girl in Community. Another thing I watched was Happy Gilmore 2 last night.
Rough.
Whoa. I did tell my friends, I was like, this was as good as it could have been. Truly. I watched that and we were watching it and I was like, okay, we've got to be getting near the end.
It was so
40
long.
more minutes.
The first one was so good though, so it makes me sad.
Happy Gilmore 2, I'm sorry, you should not have had a longer run time than an hour and 25 minutes, because why did we have 40? We've gotten to our 10th plot point of the movie and there's 40 minutes left. Are you kidding me? And I just felt like it's a nostalgic movie and there's a lot of jokey hee-haw, but they were throwing it in every 15 seconds like another thing. Also, Bad Bunny. Fuck, he's so hot.
He was so good. He was my favorite character. I gotta see if the air's on.
I don't think it is. So the air wasn't on this whole time, and me and Jade, I'm like actually feeling my brain like start to boil. Like we're doing a fucking onion boil to my brain, and it does not feel good. So
Bad Bunny was great.
Oh, I love him.
I really was taken. Bad Bunny was taken out, and what was his character's name? I can't remember, but I was really immersed in him. It didn't feel like, Bad Bunny cameo.
No.
Like, he was so his character.
I'm glad that he actually had, like, a real role in the movie.
Instead of just a cameo.
Yeah.
Alex Earl.
Kelsey. Freaking Travis Kelsey.
Oh, yeah. Don't put the honey on me, man.
I hated that part. Some of the parts I was just like, guys, put it down. And the editing on the golf ball of Ben Stiller's face, I was just like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not 3. I'm not 3 years old.
I hated the, like, addition. I mean, it was kind of the whole plot of the movie, but the new golfers.
Oh, yeah.
And ew, oh my God, the part where he did his, like, fart breath. I was like, is this a movie for 11-year-old boys? Oh, yeah, he opened the magic safe with his fart breath. Are we being for real right now?
But Haley Joel Osment being the main little guy of the other golf league, I did like that because that's my Sora. He is the voice of Sora in Kingdom Hearts, my favorite.
Really? I like him.
He is the voice in every single game.
I didn't like him in that, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to like anyone in that movie. But yeah, so I watched that and I was just like, the longest movie ever. And I could not wait for it to end. What else? I've been watching Vanderpump Rules. I'm on a rewatch of that. It's incredible.
Something bad just happened.
So Jaden dropped her big old camera on the floor.
My very big, very expensive camera on the floor, and I was trying to change the battery, and it's not turning on. I did say at the beginning of this episode that I was going to be really positive and speak positively over my life, but actually, what the hell is happening?
Which one of you has put a bad Etsy spell on my friend?
Somebody hired an Etsy witch to ruin my life. But you know what? We persevere. And I also, tuning back into our old episodes where I was using my microscopic camera and the quality, we were seasoned and deep fried. I don't know why we never just used my phone.
So, hi, you're on Jaden's phone. You're on our third form of recording device.
Because we're determined. And I'm holding back tears, and we're going to just finish this up really quickly. So
I'm holding her tears back, too. Yeah. I'm like this. No. So my media is this and that, and then this other thing, and then this song. I listened to a song, and then there was a music, and then I've been playing no games.
We already kind of were talking about media.
Like, yeah, we
were.
Within the grander scheme of things before the cameraing.
I've been listening to a lot of Billy Joel. Dylan and I watched the documentary, or the first half of the documentary, when we were at my parents' house, and it was really good.
Go Billy Joel.
Go Billy Joel.
And what else? I did play a game recently. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Super Smash. I think I said that last time. I've been playing around with some Mr. Mario. I think that's it. I think my media has been... I've been too busy to have media. I've been too busy running around and having a full life to... Oh, I was talking about Vanderpump. I've been watching Vanderpump Rules. That show is incredible. That may be the best 4 seasons of reality TV show we've ever gotten. They're all such bad people and they're all lying and cheating on each other. I'm trying to get Jaden into it and watching it because, whoa.
I don't deserve to smile.
I don't deserve anything good. If I watch Vanderpump Rules, it'd probably blow up in front of me.
Everything I touch is blowing up.
Wait, touch me. I want to blow up. I freaking blew up. And I'm going to act like I don't know nobody. So yeah, Jaden.
That's it. That's literally it.
Just Billy Joel and happiness despite it all.
Yeah, and I'm smiling through the pain. Dylan's over in the corner trying to fix my camera, but unfortunately, I think it needs to be taken to the cameraman. I was literally just flexing on Morgan about how my lens was $900. Actually, it's karma.
Yeah,
for being a bitch.
Everyone that speaks illy on me, watch what happens.
He was like, "Are you gonna change your lens?" And I was like, "No, this is like my better one, anyways. It's like $900." And then I broke it.
And then she threw it on the floor. Again, didn't mean anything.
The thing is, I didn't even need to do what I did to have that happen. Yeah. That's the worst part of it all.
That is the worst part. You were doing too much. Well, guys, we love you all. Sorry, a dark gray cloud with thunder and lightning has fallen upon our heads, and it's raining in this room now. But it's all going to be okay. Jaden will smile despite it all.
Yeah, well, something big is happening for me, guys. Just don't you even worry or wait.
You're going to be booked in a movie that you never auditioned for. Okay. Just you wait and see.
It's true. I love you guys.
We love you so much. Thank you again. And should we do shout outs?
Yeah.
We want to shout
out to Canon for fixing my camera.
Shout out to Canon for fixing her camera. We're saying that retroactively or in retrospect. No, that's after the fact.
I said that radioactively.
I said retroactively. Shout out to Coming Up Lavender. Literally, we live for your...
We love you.
We love you for your synopsi of every single episode. It's my favorite part of every week. And Scout. And I think I've seen Phoebe in there a lot. Thank you for our regular commenters.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you all so much. And the one person that says they don't want us to blow up because you just want us for you.
That's it. I have to go.
Let us blow up a little, please.
Oh, yeah. I want you guys to blow up. Well, my life's blowing up.
Hey, so Jaden's life literally freaking blow up and not in a monetarily way. Seriously. We love you all. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.